Universidad Panamericana.
All right, Montoya, number 2. Liz Moses.
Liz Moses, my next door neighbor, right?
Good. Right, good. Rodolfo, number 3.
Mary Curie.
Pardon?
The scientist who discovered radium eventually died from the side effects of their work.
Right, good. Fernando, number 3, number 4?
No, it's the one I'm doing.
Okay, who has it? Alfredo, go ahead. Alfredo Gravado.
I think this phrase, look up, means to search for something in a book or a dictionary.
Sure, because to look up is the name of the phrase, and this phrase is also the subject. Is it okay, Carlos?
Yes.
Yes, next one, Carlos. My cousin.
My cousin, a friend who is always available when I need her, knows me very well.
Sure, so is letter C, right? And Alfredo Perez.
Field heads, tender little plants which are good to eat, can be found in the forest.
Yeah. Do you agree, Fernando?
With 5, teacher. I was trying to...
I'm trying to read an eraser. Yeah.
Field heads and tender
Okay, right. You know tender, right? Tender means gentle, soft. Yeah, that's tender. For example, in Carl Jr.'s you have chicken tenders. That's because the meat, the chicken, is very soft, right? So it's tender. Yeah. So tender means gentle. It means gentle or soft. What? Oh, good one, Anna. Tender means to take care of. So if you tend to the cows, you take care of the cows. So the bartender tends to the bar, tends to the customers at the bar, right? And fiddleheads are a flower. Like a rose is a flower, a fiddlehead is a flower. Got it? All right. So everybody, tonight for homework, 187. Will you do 187 and the top of 188? All right? Now, I want to draw your attention. The second goal is the difference between bored and boring, tired and tiring. Now, any ideas? What's the difference between an adjective with ing and an adjective ed? Andres Lopez, what do you think?
Maybe we the finish of the word, the end of the word.
What's the difference? The end of the word. Good, Andres. I asked a very simple question, and you gave me a very simple answer.
Is a gerund.
Well, you know what? Okay. Is there anybody else? As Brad Pitt said. What?
You speak like an Indian guy.
An Indian guy. I can't. Can you? There's a guy on the Big Bang. Do you know the guy on the Big Bang Theory? What's something? I don't know what he would say. No, I can't. Rush. Yeah, very funny. Very funny.
You look like Sheldon.
I look like... You look like Leonard. All right. Anybody ed and ing?
I think it is for things and ing is for people. Peter is boring. So that's is boring.
No.
Look, in general, what you're saying is true, but that's not really the explanation. In general, it's true. The movie is boring and the audience is bored. Yeah, but you can also say Peter is boring. So the question is what? Ana Sofia?
Boring, it could be more like an adjective, and bored is more like an status, like I'm bored, like.
Okay, I appreciate your creativity. Does anybody else have an idea? Anybody else? My friend? No idea. Would you say the class is bored, or the activities are bored, or the activities are boring?
Boring.
activities are boring. That's right. Yeah. So Mario, Omar, the idea here is it's the difference between active or passive. For example, if you say, I feel bored in Peter's class, or I feel interested in Peter's class, that means you are receiving the action. But if you say Peter is interesting or Peter is boring, is Peter receiving the action or active? Active, yeah? All right, so when you say Peter's class is boring or Peter's class is interesting, then that is an activity. It's an action. The class is doing the action. But now you're a student, Ricardo, and you say, I feel bored because I am receiving the boring activities. Is it okay? All right, so ED means that the noun receives the action. Okay? So the kids are with any action with ED, bored, angered, excited, interested. That means the kids are receiving that action. Okie dokie? Yeah? All right. So, well, let's practice some of these. Can you take a look? At number 1 over here? Who's going to help us? Efren, on page 189, you have to choose exciting or excited. Efren, what do you think?
Where are we?
We're on page 189, and there are 8 things. 8. What?
Exciting.
How do you know it's exciting, Efren? Because it has a circle. All right. I asked a simple question, and you gave me a simple. Carla, how about number 2? Priscilla? Right, okay, so the newscast is coming out of the radio, Alfredo, right? So it's the cause, okay? It's active, okay? All right. So will you work with the person next to you? Do all the way to 8. Let's see how you're doing, yeah? You need to go.
I swear.
Don't tell me that because
my teacher told me
you have.
at 11:30. I swear it's true. They're only 8.
I know, but you know, you've only. This is the first class you've come to this semester.
Every single time I came, you say it's the first time.
Okay, you've come to class about 4 times, and now you want to leave?
Peter,
Bye, see you. I accept. I know you're telling the truth, but can you please try to come to class?
yeah.
Fine? All right. What do you got? Number 6. You're not sure what to do on number 6? The man.
I'm not sure.
It's involved. The man involved. That's a tough one, though.
I know why.
Why? I'm not sure why. Eh? I'm not sure why, Fernando.
A man who is involved in that stuff.
Right.
I promise I will.
That is a really big promise. A big promise, huh? What do you think?
What does Polish mean? I don't know that is this one.
Okay, now it's describing the teapot. You know the teapot? It's now the teapot is polishing things, or it received the polish. This is polish. When you have furniture or something, you spray something here and you polish it. So the teapot is active or receives the polishing? Receives. So which is it? ED, yeah. The polished teapot. Right. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Okie dokie.
It's a verb.
Surprise. Like if you hear a noise, right? If you hear a noise behind you, startling. Right. Yeah. You got it? So, how about a volunteer? Sasuet, how about Marcia went to bed. What do you think? Number 3. Right, ED, right? Because she received that feeling because of activities, right? Okay. Carla, how about number 4?
The dog's habit of barking was extremely annoying.
Right, it caused it. Ricardo, 5.
The burning sun began into the living room.
Right. The sun is receiving the burning, or the sun is burning something else? Right, the sun is burning. Now, it's interesting because the sun is also on fire, so it's also receiving, right? Yeah, all right. But anyway, go ahead. Carlos Daniel, number 6.
6. The man involved refused to respond to my question.
That's right, the man involved. That means somebody says, okay, you were there on the crime. You were participating in that crime. You were involved in the crime. Okay. You're innocent. Yeah. The famous last words of the criminal, right? Who's up? Ana Sofia?
Which one?
It's number 7.
Working women find it difficult to spend time with their family.
Right, work. Sure, good. Omar?
Lisa put the foolish teapot on the shelf.
Great, good. Okay, can you flip? And it's 8, 9, and 10. Will you look at that for about 90 seconds, right? A teapot is the brother of a coffee pot. What's a coffee pot? Right. Omar. Manuel, Omar. Spanish now. Andres, maybe you've seen something like this, right? Right? And it goes, woo! It whistles, right? This is a teapot. It's to make tea, right? And here's the fire. Yes or no? What's up? You don't know what a teapot is? Yeah? All right. So anyway, Mario, you got the next one? Number 8? Number 9.
The man was startled by the noise in the bushes.
Right. That means the man surprised or the man received the surprise? Right, good, okay. Who's up? Rodolfo! Right. ING or ED? Good, okay. Next one, Fernanda?
Even though.
Even though? No, even though, no, that's not correct. Who's helping? Marikimi.
The visiting professor taught a special class.
Right. You understand that a professor goes from one university to another for one semester? He's called a visiting professor, right? Because he's just there for a semester. And then he goes, yeah? Okay. All right. Now, will you try to do this? I want you to write 4 sentences, okay? Create them in a group, okay? And each one of the 4 sentences has an adjective with an ed or an ing, all right? You can use these sentences as a model, okay? I'd like you to create a few sentences. Something about either this class or the class you just had, okay? Something about today in the university, okay? Can you do that? Yeah? Right, Fernanda? So tell me about your last class. I want you to use an adjective. What class did you take last period?
Engineering introduction.
Oh, with Francisco Morales? He's one of my favorite teachers.
He teaches you.
No, but I teach him. Yeah, he studies English with me. Have you spoken English with him?
I think he has good vocabulary, but he doesn't have like a good accent. He speaks like really Mexican.